but they don't listen to your guidance. They go and do whatever they want to do. So in there, for example, they have phones. You could take the phones away from them as punishment, depriving them from their phones as punishment. You know, when you punish, sometimes the punishment is the best way. The reason, my point is, when you punish them, it doesn't mean that you do not love them. They are still your children, you still love them, but because you love them, you want to correct their behavior. You don't want your children to lie. You don't want your children to steal. So if your guidance doesn't work, what are you gonna do?
But I think I don't give like a punishment. Just
No punishment. I'm not saying punishment. You take a stick and you beat them up. No, not that. Not that. What I'm saying is punishment. There are different punishments, but you choose which one you want to apply. But at the end of the day, that punishment that you're gonna do, you're not gonna do it out of hate. No, you love your children and you love them so much. So what you're going to do is actually for their own good, so that they will not do something again.
yeah, just
You see my point, that when you punish your children, it doesn't mean you don't love them. You love them. But because if you do not correct that behavior, then you're gonna have problems. The reason being, from lying to stealing to taking drugs and maybe to killing someone innocent. And all this because the parents didn't correct. So it's good to give guidance. That's why God has given us guidance. But it is also good to give punishment, because with punishment you correct. It's a correction. And correction is good for society. It's good. For example, I'll give you, in Japan or in Korea or in any country, here, this country, in any country, someone commits a crime. Yeah? He commits a crime, and that person, for example, is drunk. He gets in the car, drives the car, hits someone and kills them. Should we just tell him you shouldn't be drinking, or the law should put him in jail?
yeah, the men should have the time to think about what is wrong for him. But it's actually, I think it's different story, because already for us, for our religion, the evil thing started from the human soul. So we think that is a problem. That is not from God. We think like that.
But you see, you have no way of correcting bad pardon. You have no way of correcting wrongdoings. If you just leave it, like the example I gave you of the person who got drunk and then killed someone. If you just talk to him, another person is going to do the same thing, and another person is going to do the same thing, and another person is going to do the same thing. So we're going to have havoc in society. People are not. But if you to take that person, put him in jail, it goes as a deterrent to other people to say, wow, if I do that, I'm going to be deprived of my freedom. I'm going to be in jail, so I'm not going to do it. You have to have laws. You see, God has sent us and He has made laws for us. Have you got laws in your teaching? Have you got laws in your teaching, in your belief? Laws like you should not steal, you should not kill, you should not. So these are laws. Do you believe in the Bible?
Yeah, part of Bible.
Okay. Now, you know, in the Old Testament, in the Old Testament in the Bible, if a man and a woman commit sexual sin, like sexual intercourse, and they are not married, the punishment was to stone them to death. That's the punishment in the Bible for them. So that punishment is from God, because the sin they committed is a grave sin, is a major sin. So the only atonement for it was to stone them to death. Now, that action will deter other people from doing it. So God, when He gives us laws, He doesn't just give us laws like that, or because He doesn't love us or things, but He gives us laws to maintain safety and security on earth. Because if you just do what you want to do and I do what I want to do and he does what he wants to do and we just go in life like this, then we're not gonna have a good society. There will be havoc, there will be mayhem in society.
Yeah, I agree with you, but just for me, that God is, yeah, love of God. Just I feel like that, from my life, from my whole life. So that's why, for me, it's really difficult to think God created you, because I think that God is my
Pure,
parent.
yeah.
Yeah, my parent, and so that's why Yeah, I don't think because as parents also sometimes we do the kind of education to teach the children, but it's not just the suffering. We don't, because we are not happy to see the suffering.
Yeah.
So,
But Thai, God, the Almighty, is not your father, is not your mother.
yeah, for me,
Yeah, no. But you know what we say? God is God. He is unlike His creation. He's not like you, He's not like me, He's not like any of His creation. So in the Quran, in chapter 112, this one in here.
you're saying this one.
Pardon? Yeah. He neither begets nor is born, nor is there to him any equivalent. So there is no equivalent to God. He hasn't got children, and he himself, he was not born. So he is the eternal. So we believe that God has existed before anything. There was God and there was nothing. Then God created. And from His creation, He created the heavens, He created the earth, He created the stars, He created the galaxies, He created everything. Then He created you, created me, and created all this creation for what? As I said to you, to worship Him. In the Holy Quran it says, there is nothing in the heavens and earth except that they worship God. Everything worship Him. Everything remember Him. Yeah? But we are not His children, and He is not the... And now, like Christians, they say, our Father in heaven, you know. But for us Muslims, He's not the Father, He's God. It's like, for example, in this country we have got a king. He's the king of this country, but he's not my father. He's not your father. Same, God is the king of the world, but he's not my father, and he's not my mother. He's not. He is God. So when you give that title to God, that he is God, you have a better and different way with him that when you say he is a father or a mother.
For me, the parent is more comfortable actually,
Okay.
because it's more natural to love
Okay.
God, and it's natural to feel loved God. So
Yeah,
it's
no.
difficult to change my concept,
Yeah.
because my whole life was like that. I believe.
Yeah, no, it's difficult to grasp to grasp it. But but if you try to see God as God, then you will be used to it. Like he is not like into anything. He is different than everything. Then that kind of relationship will change, because in the Quran we say there is nothing like unto him, and he is the all hearing, the all seeing. He is the uncaused cause. He's the eternal one. Nothing before him, and nothing will be after him. You know, the concept of Islam is an easy concept. You believe that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah, and that Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his messenger. You believe in all the messengers of God, like Abraham, like Noah, like Jesus, like Moses, like Jacob, Solomon, Job, Joshua, Ezekiel, Isaiah, all of them, peace be upon all of them. You believe that they are his prophets. Then we do pray 5 times a day. We have 5 prayers. In these 5 prayers, we are in touch with God. You know, before that we do ablution, we wash, and we get ready. So we wash bodily, and we get ready spiritually to be to get in contact with God through prayer. So we do that 5 times a day. Then once every year in the month of Ramadan, we do the fasting from sunrise to sunset. Then if we have extra money, we spend that money on the poor people. Then if you have got money and you are physically able, you go to pilgrimage to Mecca. You know Mecca? Yeah, you go to pilgrimage there once in a lifetime. And this is, so a Muslim is someone who submits his life to God. We submit to God. But again, of our own free will. Of our own free will. You are free to worship him or not to worship him. You are free to fast or not to fast. So you do these things because you love God. So you obey him. Like if you have children and they obey you, same thing, we obey him. We obey God, so we do as he tells us to do. And because of that, we are always got the element of contact with him through obedience. We remember him, we follow his teaching, and all the time his teaching is found in the Quran, so we follow that teaching, and that gives us satisfaction. In this life we are satisfied, because I know that's when I pray, or when I fast, or when I give charity, when I do all of these things, I know that God is pleased with me. And because God is pleased with me, I am pleased with myself too. So what do you think so far of this concept?
Yeah, I know the concept, because I have a lot of friends.
Muslim friends.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good concept. It's a good concept.
Yeah.
You know, and you are already on touch with God through your prayers. You are, when you stand in prayers, it's just you and God. There is no intermediary. You don't need someone else to, yeah? You pray to Him. You ask His forgiveness. You ask His love. You ask His mercy. You ask His sustenance. You ask Him of all things that you want Him to do for you. You do these things and you ask Him for. So there is no kind of intermediary between you and God.
But I think already I have the relationship with heavenly parent. So I think I don't need to create another concept. But anyway, I'm studying other religious things
Yes.
because to understand people, also in the society
Yeah.
people, because also in this country a lot of Muslim people live.
Yes.
So to understand and also to love and that I'm studying. So
Yeah. No, as I say to you, Islam in general is submission to the will of the true God. To submit. Like Jesus said in John 17:3, this is eternal life, that they may know you as the only true God and Jesus Christ whom you have sent. So even Jesus is saying that the true God is Allah. So at the end of the day, as Muslims, I explain to you what we believe, I explain to you what we do, and why we do it. We do it to worship God, and we do it so that in the hereafter we will attain paradise. That's the main important thing of a Muslim, is that in the afterlife to have paradise. Does the concept of paradise exist in your belief?
yes, but we believe the kind of heaven, but also we believe heaven on earth. But
Heaven on earth.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have the kind of concept that also the after the kind of after this
Death,
the spiritual life that is exists there is
Like a
heaven.
transformation.
Yeah, heaven. But also we believe that God's dream is create the heaven on earth
Okay.
and also the heaven too. So that's why we have to solve every problem in the society too. Because we believe in the spiritual world too, and we think that is the important part of our life. But also it's important too, our physical life.
Yeah.
So because that is God's dream, the create the heaven on earth. So that's why we have to love people in our life. So yeah, just sorry, my friend called.
Yeah, no problem, Taya. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah. Today I came to this
Yeah.
show the workshop information.
Workshop. Okay.
I don't think you are aware about this
Okay.
time. Just this. Bromley
Bromley, yeah, it's far
Yeah,
away
yeah.
from you. Catch the train, yeah.
is our accommodation actually.
Okay.
Actually, I'm doing the 2 years the leadership program from my the organization. It's the kind of missionary program.
Okay.
Yeah, but we study here and also we sometimes create some activity to understand God or discuss about God. So that is one of the event. 23 and 24. Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. My pleasure, yeah. And I'm here Sunday, so come and talk to me anytime you want. Okay? Thank you very much.
I have the program.
You have the Quran?
Yeah, in my home.
Okay, no problem. No
Have a
problem.
good week.
You too, Ty, yeah?
Sheikh, you've done Islam in 40 minutes. Well done. That was very nice. Sir. I thought, anyway, it's raining now, but I enjoyed that. You've done absolutely no
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Inshallah, good to see you.
Likewise, likewise.
One thing. There's one sister.
Uh-huh.
She's very interested in Islam. She's very close. She wants to talk to you.
Yeah, bring her.
I'll bring her, inshallah.
Sheikh, where is my heart?
Of course. We are friends.
Any even Muslim upset this Sheikh? Some of them I see how they treat you. Even they're so-called educated.
Yeah.
They have no idea how advanced you are.
But-
Look, 40 minutes here, you gave that Islam nicely.
Yeah.
But when my time comes with the same,
Yeah.
I would like to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Turn all the cameras off.
Yeah.
We will go. No
No
problem.
cameras. No cameras. Turn the cameras off. Yeah. I don't want no recording.